to the countdown.
Tahniah! Siaran langsung ini dibawakan khas kepada anda oleh Akademi YouTuber Malaysia. Sebuah inisiatif e-didik Malaysia dan Kelab Guru Malaysia. Tumpukan perhatian anda. Siaran langsung akan bermula sebentar lagi. Link sijil akan diberikan di hujung siaran ini. Pastikan diisi dalam tempoh yang ditetapkan. Terima kasih.
Assalamualaikum dan salam sejahtera. Hai semua para guru, ibu bapa yang dihormati dan para pelajar yang cikgu kasih sekalian. Selamat datang ke Pusat Tuisyen Akademi YouTuber bersama e-didik Malaysia dan Kelab Guru Malaysia. Bermula percuma, segalanya percuma. Untuk mendapatkan keberkatan kelas kita pada malam ini, mari sama-sama kita mulakan kelas kita dengan membaca Ummul Kitab Al-Fatihah. Apa khabar pelajar sekalian yang cikgu kasihkan sekalian? Harap semua sihat dan segar pada malam ini ya. Cikgu percaya pelajar tentu tidak sabar untuk meneruskan kelas kita pada malam ini. Kelas ini bersiaran secara langsung daripada channel cikgu, Cikgu Naini HR. Kelas ini berlangsung selama lebih kurang 1 jam. So bolehlah nak subscribe channel saya, Cikgu Naini HR. Boleh share pada rakan-rakan anda sekalian ya. Sebelum cikgu teruskan kelas, ingin cikgu ingatkan semua pelajar yang ingin menghantar komen agar menggunakan bahasa yang sopan dan gambar profil yang bersesuaian untuk tontonan umum. Cikgu percaya anda semua pelajar yang cemerlang dan marilah kita tunjukkan display yang baik. So before we begin our class, let me introduce myself first. Teacher, cikgu adalah Naini binti Harun, from Pusat Tingkatan 6 SMK Sultan Sulaiman. Sekejap ya. Teacher from Pusat Tingkatan 6 SMK Sultan Sulaiman. Nampak ke dia punya tu? Nampak dia. Experience teaching 23 years. Teacher teaching 23 years at SMK Sultan Sulaiman and 70 years teaching biology at Stpm. So teacher channel Cikgu Naini HR. And this is my channel. My background is live C. So join me for more biology content and also prior collaborative playlist for other subject in my description. And my partner, my head panel of Bio Prayu, Cikgu Nur Faizal binti Ahmad, from College Matrikulasi Negeri Sembilan, teaching experience 25 years and 10 years in College Matrikulasi Negeri Sembilan. Her channel is Cikgu Faizal. And my other teammate, Cikgu Fatia binti Masur, she from PTE SMK Seri Serdang. So teaching experience is 29 years and 20 years teaching Form 6. So her channel is Cikgu Fatia 66. And so other member, in spite of biology, they also mathematics teams, which lead by teacher Im, and her member is teacher Aileen and Cikgu Zana. So every Saturday at 5 p.m. And also chemistry team, okay, which led by Cikgu Shahnon and his member Cikgu Bibi Lau, Cikgu Mawar teacher time, and also the new skill at Thursday 9:30 p.m. Okay. And other for account matriculation, which led by Madam Fizi and her member Cikgu Yati at Saturday 5 p.m. also. And so we have other STPM subject, okay, for pengajar Cikgu Azila, for MUET, Cikgu Aisyah, pengajar perniagaan Cikgu Rizal, and perakaunan STPM, okay, Cikgu Hao and Cikgu Ye. And all this you can get it from the portal of Academy YouTuber, and you can get the skill, jadual Pusat Tuisyen tu. Okay, so what are we want to learn at this night? Okay, so about the score. Okay, what we want to score in Biology STPM semester 1 or for repeat semester 1. Okay, teacher advise you to take notes whatever the important thing, and teacher also allow you to ask whatever you want to ask. Okay, you can state at the comment. Okay, so many student, okay. Cingli, selamat malam. Okay, selamat malam. We already want to starting the first night again. Okay. Okay. Okay, so in my class tonight, there are tips how to study. Okay, so study and also to answering question. Okay, so study tips, a few teacher give a few tips. Maybe you all have your own study tip. Okay, these are from my experience with my student. Okay, so whatever we want to study, we must refer to the syllabus. Okay, so for semester 1 STPM, for biology STPM semester 1, there are about 6 topics. Okay. So the first one is biological molecule, second structure of cell and organelle, 3 membrane structures and transportation, okay, and enzymes, cellular respiration, and photosynthesis. Okay, so this is the 6 topics only for this exam. Okay, so I think you all already made revision because the SEM 1 exam at or during after this COVID, okay, at March. Okay, so you have only about 1 month 1 month. Okay, 1 month to study. Okay. Okay, so the tips for study okay, so before that all the question, okay, so remind all the question is referred to our syllabus. Okay, so I advise you student not to spot because when we spot, if the question is not there, you will get trouble and then you get so anxiety and so on. Okay, so whatever question is referred to the syllabus. So I hope you all can get the syllabus. Okay, study about the learning outcome, the objective, and then you study from the reference book given. Okay, don't use the other reference. Only if you can get Campbell Biology from your school or so on. Okay, you study and you make your own notes. Okay, so this is the reference books. Okay, actually Campbell Biology, if you have one, is already enough for you. Okay, this one Biology Solomon, and this one also Raven. Okay, beside that the other more reference book. Okay, but the this 3 book is the top one. Okay. Okay. So how we study? Study the syllabus, biology estimates guideline, read reference books that I showed you before, and yeah, see. Okay, when you read, the reference book, use highlighted the important notes when you read. Okay, and then make your own notes. Okay, I think you all students have variation of making notes. Okay, for my students, they do mind map. Okay, I think or other smart note to memorize better. This example. Okay, so my student drawing and then memorizing the plant cell, animal cell. Okay, and then they made the folded notes. Okay, because when we folded note, the small notes will be the pocket notes, so you can bring wherever you go. Okay, and also whatever the cutting notes. Okay, to memorize. Okay, so in biology SEM 1, there are many diagrams, the cycle. Okay, so you all must memorize or understand the all diagram, cycle, and graph, because this diagram is stated in the structure question. Okay, for SEM 1 is more cycle. Okay, for example, photosynthesis, respiration. Okay, this one glycolysis in respiration, and this one is Krebs cycle. Okay, the other photosynthesis. Okay, and then the diagram about the plasma membrane and so on. Okay, so all this diagram you must memorize. Okay, because the question will ask you about the label. Okay. Okay, so lastly, okay, these are my tips. Lastly, to get score in multiple choice question, you must practice answering passive question. Okay, don't use other books that's not a real question. Okay, use the real question. Practice answering passive question. Okay, I think if you practice 10 years passive question for multiple choice question, I think you can master about the multiple choice question. Okay, you can whatever we say apa, tembak. Okay, tembak kena. Okay, bukan tembak sebarang tembak tetapi berilmu. Okay, so maknanya you memorize the question and you always practice, and now you can expert in multiple choice question. Okay, and the last one. Okay, this one I always advise to my student, study group. Okay, study group to understand more or exchange idea. Okay, practice answering question in group, and then it will memorize better. Okay, so I hope this little tips for study. Maybe you have the other tips. Is up to you. Whatever, study with your own style. Okay. Okay, so now we jump to the types of question. Okay, so this night I only based on the structure question and also the tips to answer the essay question. Okay. Okay, so the first one to answer the question, yeah, the structure question. Okay, so this one the question. Okay, I think you all already noticed this question. Okay, this is the one of the past year question. Okay, the first one. Okay, I only choose the question because the first thing is I want to show you the action words. Okay, kata tugas the action words. Okay, the action word is important to answer the question. Okay, so the first one is name. Okay, name molecules P and Q. Okay, class. What is P? What is Q? Okay, anybody can post the answer in the comment. Okay, what is P and what is Q? Nobody. Okay, so the P and the Q is two form or structure of the starch molecule. as shown in the diagram. Okay, so the PQ is the molecule of starch. Okay, so you see the diagram, or this one is straight chain, then this one is the branching also. Okay, so what is this? Okay, nobody want to answer? Okay, I see wrong comment, nobody yet. Okay, so yeah, Harold Khan said P amylose, Q amylopectin. Yes, correct, Harold. Okay, yeah, Harold get the correct answer. And P amylose. Okay, Q don't know. Shay. Okay. So okay, so the answer is P for amylose and Q for amylopectin. Okay, class. Remember, when you write the answer, please make sure your spelling is right. Okay, so amylose in English and in Bahasa Melayu. Okay, for Bahasa Melayu, correct in Bahasa Melayu. For English, correct in English. Okay, so must be correct. If not, you can get 0. Okay, wrong spelling. Okay. Okay, so this one. I will look at the second one. Okay, second question. The main function of this molecule is as a source of energy. Okay, you know starch is the source of energy. And state how this molecule could be transformed as a substrate to produce energy. Okay, state how. That means you must write the answer, but the answer is about how this molecule could be transformed as a substrate to produce energy. Okay, if it states 3 marks, that means 3 points must be there. Okay, so what is it? Yeah, so the answer is amylose or amylopectin. Okay, you must state amylose or amylopectin, and don't use starch. Okay, starch already in the question. Whatever the answer in the question, don't use it as the answering, because it will deduct mark. Okay, no mark will given to the answer if it stated at the question. Okay, so amylose or amylopectin. Okay, you can either use one. Hydrolyze, okay, 1 mark. And then biamylase, 1 mark. Okay, to produce alpha glucose. Okay, alpha glucose, we can use the symbol alpha. Okay. Okay, so no mark is given for wrong spelling. Okay, remember, so whatever term in the biology sem 1 must be memorized, and then the spell. Okay, for the spelling, teacher advise you to use the 3 reference books that I given before, the Campbell or the Solomon. Okay, if not in that books, okay, the answer maybe is not accepted. Okay. Yeah. Okay, let me see the example too. This one about the diagram. Okay, see the diagram, cell P, cell Q, cell R. Okay. Can anybody answer what is cell P, what is cell Q, what is cell R? Okay, not yet. Okay, so this one is the 3 different types of plant cell as shown in the diagram. Okay, this is about the types, 3 types plant cell. Okay, so you see the different diagram. Okay, this one, this one, and this one. Okay, so the cell P. Okay, nobody want to answer cell P. What is cell P? Guess? Nobody. Okay, cell P is parenchyma. Yeah. Cell Q? Nobody. Cell Q is the chymi. Okay, so another. The collenchyma. Okay, and this one is the sclerenchyma. Okay, teacher not state the answer, because the question only wants you to state one characteristic of cell P. Okay, one characteristic of selfie. So that means the characteristic of parenchyma. Okay. So what is the one characteristic? Okay. Notice if the question need you to give one characteristic, so you must give one. Don't try to give two or three, one and then you comma and then one. Okay, because if we give more than one, okay, let's see what happens. Okay, so the answer I give to you, the two answer. Okay, you either can say living cell, or you either can say thin cell wall, other characteristic you can see. Okay, there are more characteristic about cell P. Okay, if you give like this, living cell, okay, not confident, you're not confident about the answer. Okay, you try to give another one. Okay, maybe teacher will mark. Okay, don't, because in SPN also, when we give more than one, it will deduct here. Okay, so the wrong answer right. Okay, this one is right, but this one is wrong, and so you get no mark. That's is what we say. Okay, dalam bahasa Melayu kita sebut dah rugi. Rugi. Okay, rajin nak bagi lebih tetapi tak dapat. Okay, so don't, if it state one or if it state two, that means you give one or two. Okay, don't write more. This for structure. In essay, this not used. In the essay, okay, never mind. Okay, but in the structure question, this one is very, very strict. Okay, yeah. Okay, the student answer the parenchyma. Okay, yes, a good one. Harold Khan, so the correct. Okay, good student, Harold. Okay, so let's see the other question. Yeah, the characteristic of P. Okay, you can use isodimetric. Okay, isodimetric also can. Okay, isodimetric or elongated cell. Okay. Okay, there are other characteristics you can refer in that book. Okay. Okay, I will give you an example. Okay, see the second question. Okay, the action word is differentiate. Okay, so differentiate the between cell Q and cell R. Okay, so Q is collenchyma and R is sclerenchyma. Okay, so when differentiate, that means you must compare the differences. Okay, differences only. Okay, so the answer is cell Q is living cell, but okay, make sure the word to show differentiate must stay. You can use but, you can use while, whatever the words to show differentiation. Okay, differences. Okay, so cell Q is living cell, but R is dead cell. Okay, no need to give the answer. So example, parenchyma, collenchyma is collenchyma is a living cell, but R sclerenchyma is a dead cell. Okay, no need to give the answer. You just say cell Q and cell R. Okay, because the question only states cell Q and cell R. Okay, because if you give the wrong, if you say cell Q is parenchyma, okay, automatic the answer is wrong. Okay, so use the symbol. Okay, because the question already need you to answer what is cell P, cell Q, cell R. Okay, but in this question, better you repeat the question to answer. Cell Q is living cell, but R is dead cell. Okay, 1 mark. Okay, the pair, the same idea, 1 mark. Okay, and then the second one, cell Q has a regular thickening wall, but cell R uniform wall. Okay, so this is about the wall. Okay, the same idea, so get another mark. Okay, remember because when from SPM, when student compare, they compare not the same idea. So teacher try to searching for the same idea. Okay, that will be in exam. That will be the complicated one. We must search for you Okay, if we must marking 200 piece, imagine your answer is very complicated. Okay, okay, so make sure you give the same idea when you compare. Okay, okay. Example, okay, another example, graph. Okay, this question, the passive question, last passive question. Okay, when the graph is given, whatever the question must be related to the graph. Okay, remember when graph given, okay, apabila diberi graph, apa-apa soalan merujuk pada graph. Okay, relate to the graph. Okay, so this graph is show the action of catalyst with without the presence of inhibitor as shown in the graph. Okay, remember when you have the question, don't forget to read all the statement given. Okay, don't excited to answer. Okay, remember to read all statement. Okay, so this graph show the presence of inhibitor. Okay, so actually the normal one, the line is not different, the straight line. Okay, not dot line. Okay, inhibitor actually they will draw the dot line. Okay, so the X is inhibitor and Y is not. Okay, so the question is to determine, okay, tentukan determine the Km values for X and Y. Okay, so remember, okay, so the answer is like this. Remember, this is the negative 1 over Km. So you must know the opposite, the the left side is negative. Okay, so if determine the Km values is negative, okay, you see the negative Km for X. Okay, see X is negative 1. Okay, so the answer is non-negative. Okay, teacher see many students give negative. Okay, so make sure this is the graph show the negative for the line we will plot. Okay, so this is negative Km, so the value must be negative, and so the answer is not negative. Okay, so this one is the answer. Okay, and remember also about the the molar. This one also careless for student. Okay, so this is the answer. Okay, I think you know how to calculate this one because I only give you the technique. Okay, so you can try your own. Okay, so negative 1 over Kn equal to negative 1 for inhibitor for X, and negative 1 over Kn equal to negative 2 for not inhibitor for the normal one. Okay, and okay, see the second question. Okay, the second question is about describe. Okay, describe the Km value based on your answer in B1. Okay, so this question is related to each other. Okay, make sure class when you see the question that refer to that question, the answer must be very careful. Okay, so the describe the Km values. Okay, the question only need you to describe the Km value. They not to compare the Km value of all for X or Y. Describe the Km value. Okay, if you see the Km value for X and Y, which one is more increase, more higher? Okay, so we not compare, we only say. Okay, so the enzyme with a higher Km value has less affinity towards substrate. Okay, because they only need you to describe the Km value, not to compare the value of X and Y. Okay, so this one a student make careless because they don't understand. This question just want you to describe the KM value, not to compare. Okay, so beware of this question. Okay, so B2 is related to the B1. Okay, if you not answer B1, okay, if no answer in this B1, B2 is not accepted because B2 refer to the value. Okay, if you no answer here, this answer is correct, so the mark is not given. Okay, because you don't state the value, so why you get the answer? So you answer like the theory. Okay, but if you give the value and wrong, if B2 is correct, we accept it. So beware the relation question. Okay, in structure there are more relate question. So the answer, if we relate question, the answer for the relator must be correct and correct. Okay. Okay. Before we say rest for a while, another example. Okay, class, for the structure. Yeah. These are the popular question in Sem 1. Okay, the cycle. Okay, this is the cycle of what? The cycle of Kelvin cycle. Okay, so the cycle for photosynthesis. Okay, so the main step of C4 pathway. Okay, you see the C4 pathway. Remember, the C4 pathway have two cells involved in the pathway. Okay, and after this you must compare the C4 with CAM. Okay, although they use the same H-lab pathway, but they only, for CAM only one cell, not two cell. Okay, so this is a diagram. Okay, the cycle. So the answer must relate to the cycle. Okay, so what is it? A name. Okay, name. So you give the name. Okay, name. Just name. Okay, name the reaction which occur at step P. What is the reaction? Name the reaction which occur at step P. Anybody want to answer? Okay. No. Okay, I see no one in the comment. Okay. Okay, so the reaction is, okay, it is about the what reaction step P. Okay, maybe you not see clearly the diagram. Okay, step P. Okay, this is about the malate and the pyruvate. Okay, step P. So the reaction is oxidative decarboxylation. Okay, so oxidative, that means the oxidation. Decarboxylation, yes, decarboxylation. If you answer decarboxylation, it also accepted, because the main process is the decarboxylation. Okay, so if you just say decarboxylation, still accepted. Okay, but for my advice, okay, I use the full name of reaction. Okay, oxidative decarboxylation. Okay. Okay, the last one for the type structure question. Okay, suggest a way how the reaction in C1. Okay, suggest the action words. Okay, another action words, how the reaction in C1. Okay, this is related relation question also. Okay, helps to sustain the higher rate of photosynthesis. Okay, so how? Suggest how? Okay, so the mark. Okay, the mark is only 1 mark. Okay, so I'm not given mark here. The mark only 1. Okay, so suggest a way how the reaction in C1 helps increase concentration of carbon dioxide. Okay, so carbon dioxide. Okay, you can write CO2 or carbon dioxide. Okay, but if the answer only, okay, these are tips. Another tip. If the answer only need you to answer carbon dioxide, don't use the symbol. Okay, this one can be used because there are the statement before that. Okay, if the answer is only CO2, don't use CO2. Okay, because use CO2, that's not show the name of the molecule. Okay, so remember CO2 you can use when you write in statement, okay, like this, okay, other statement before. Okay, okay, this for structure. Okay, I think we rest for a while. Okay, stay tuned after this for the other tips. Okay, the other tips in essay question. Okay, so more complicated question the teacher will show you. Okay, 1 minute for a while.
Alah, apa ni? PKPB lagi. SPM pula ditangguhkan. Jenuhlah nak bayar yuran tuition. Pernah dengar tentang tuition percuma? Kami di Akademi YouTuber menyediakan tuition online secara percuma kepada anda semua. Ada prasekolah, sekolah rendah, sekolah menengah, Stpm, juga untuk matrikulasi. Percuma je. Jom layari laman sesawang www.academyyoutuber.com.
Okay, yes, okay, I missed the point for the structure before. The C2 depend on C1. Okay, if you don't have the answer for C1, okay, the answer for C2 is yes. Okay, maybe the answer for C2 is correct. Okay, but if C1 is wrong answer, and then the C2 will get no mark, although C2 is correct. Okay, because the C2 refer to the answer for C1. So better if you don't know, let it. Okay, apa kata tu, isikan tempat kosong saja. Don't isi, biarkan. Okay, if you give the wrong answer, the answer in C2 if correct, they will not given you mark. Okay, okay, let's see for the essay question. The essay question. Okay, for essay question, I advise you to write in essay type. Okay, don't write at the point. Okay, if you want to write in the point, must be in a full sentence. Okay, so don't write as you want to make a notes. Okay, so you must write in essay type. Okay, so for the essay type question, they also have the action words. Okay, the blue one is the action word, kata tugas. And then the 5 classes of enzyme is the keywords. Okay, for this one, okay, simple. If the question like this, I advise you to, okay, take this one. Okay, because it's straight to the point. Okay, not hot question. Straight to the point. Okay, you just name 5 class of enzyme and state its function. Okay, so according to the IUB, IUB, this is for the naming, naming for class. Yeah, okay, so the naming of class, that means you already know 5 class, okay, 5 marks, and the function. So you get 10 marks, or 10 marks is very, very large mark for you. Okay, because the one essay only 15 marks. Okay, yeah. So 5 class of enzyme. Okay, 5 class of enzyme. Yeah, so this is the suggested answer. Okay, the 5 class of enzyme. Okay, hydrolase is the 5 class of enzyme. That means hydrolase is the class of enzyme. Okay, and the function is redox reaction. Okay, so you give the correct class and correct function, okay, you get 2 marks. Yeah, okay, very lucky. So my experience, student answer this one, they memorize and they got the correct function, the correct classes. They're easy to get 10 marks. Okay, but remember you all must memorize. Okay, so transferers. Okay, transferase that catalyze the transfer of the function group. Okay, isomerase that catalyze the rearrangement of atoms within a molecule. Lyase, okay, that catalyze the formation of or the breaking of double bond, okay, 2 mark. And the ligase, okay, that catalyze the joining of 2 molecules and require ATP. Okay, so lyase and ligase, I think student will confuse because the spelling is exactly look like the same. Okay, so beware of lyase and ligase. Okay, ligase that means join, lyase that means break and then form. Okay, lyase. Okay. Okay, this one simple name, file class and state. Name and state, easy one. Okay. Okay, let's see for other. Yeah. Explain how. Okay, actually for explain how they needs more mark. Okay, because explain how about the process, about the structure, about whatever. Okay, so actually for explain how the question need more facts, more point. Okay, like this. Okay, so explain how do lipid component. Okay, so you must know what are the lipid components of plasma membrane. Okay, class, do you know what is lipid component of plasma membrane? Any answer before we go through? Lipid components of plasma membrane. Okay, this is a popular question about plasma membrane. Okay, the drawing, the structure of the plasma membrane. Okay, okay, because plasma membrane, they have many structure and lipid is the one. Okay, for plasma membrane, they also have protein. Okay, they also have cholesterol, cholesterol. Okay, whatever. Phospholipid, yes, phospholipid. Teacher said cholesterol, phospholipid. So what is it? Is it a lipid component? Okay, phospholipid, cholesterol. Other than that, yeah, phospholipid. Okay, Juliana, yes. Phospholipid. Okay. Yeah, phospholipid. Okay. And the one, glycolipid, yes. Yeah, glycolipid also. Yeah. Okay, so glycolipid, cholesterol, phospholipid is a lipid component. Okay, so how this lipid component influence the membrane fluidity. Okay, so you must explain the lipid component, for example, cholesterol, yes, cholesterol, glycolipid, phospholipid, okay, influence the membrane fluidity. Okay, maknanya fluidity bendali, okay, boleh bergerak kan, okay, fluidity, okay. So the answer, there are many answer. Okay, so next only 9 marks, there are many. Okay, so you can say about the phospholipid. Okay, so the phospholipid, there are saturated, unsaturated fatty acid, double bonding of unsaturated fatty acid create kings. Okay, king structure like we say in bahasa Melayu ni apa? Bengkok. Yes. In the phospholipid tail, remember the unsaturated and saturated is in the phospholipid tail. Okay, that keeps the molecule from packing together. Okay, because the cell will what we say move. So the structure must be in fluid. Okay, whatever in Malay we say dia mesti lebih beralun, bergerak dengan sempurna. Okay, tak keras dan nanti pecah satu. Yes. Okay, so high percentage of lipid contributes to lower tendency to become fat. Okay. Okay, then the high in unsaturated fatty acid, the membrane remains fluid at lower temperature. Okay, the presence of cholesterol. Okay, cholesterol between phospholipid only one layer. Not two layer. One layer only, either above or below. Okay, regulate lateral movement of phospholipid tail. Okay. Okay, so tail includes below. Okay, at moderate temperature, cholesterol reduce phospholipid movement. Okay, moderate temperature at low and then high. Okay, so they adjust. Okay, to maintain the stability of the plasma membrane. Okay, and a lateral movement of phospholipid bilayer. Okay, so whatever is it, you describe. Okay, you not describe, you explain how the lipid component of plasma membrane influence the membrane fluidity. Okay, okay, let's see another example. Okay, so we already know the example of the equation about explain how. Okay, for your information, explain how is more in equation. Okay, explain how, describe. Okay, they need the more marks, more than 5 actually. Okay, okay, this one, this is the first question start when we have a new module. Okay, so remember this one is the first. Okay, so the question is whatever we said, a killer question. Why should teacher say killer? Because one question you must write and draw to get 15 marks. Wow, 15 marks. Okay, remember 15 marks is so what we say, large mark. If we careless, if we don't know whatever, so you can get whatever, really adjust your score. Okay, so describe. Okay, so describe, that means describe straight to the point. Describe the structure. Okay, but describe with the aid of a label diagram. Okay, that means your answer must have diagram. Okay, actually in this question the diagram is 4 marks. Okay, 4 marks is what we say, the maximum mark for diagram. Okay, actually for diagram the only 3 marks. Okay, this a starting question. We try give 4 marks. Okay, 4 marks because the diagram, okay, you must draw it. Okay, you must draw it, the exactly diagram. Yeah. Okay, 1 mark for the diagram. 1 mark for the diagram. The diagram must be look like. Okay, look like model proposed by Singer Nicholson. Yeah. Okay, that means they must have all this one. Okay, if you're not expert in drawing, whatever you try to draw. Okay, so the diagram is the mark for the diagram, it will be given if you draw phospholipid bilayer. Yes, phospholipid bilayer like this. One, the protein that trans membrane. Yeah, it's one. One, okay, integral protein or intrinsic. Okay, the peripheral protein. Okay, this have, and the glycoprotein. Okay, the cholesterol. Okay, the glycolipid is same as the glycoprotein. Okay, so if the structure I said before is in your drawing, so the diagram will be given 1 mark for you. Okay, okay. So the 3 mark for label. Okay, 3 marks for label is what we say, protein. Yeah, so the protein, okay, the 3 types of protein, yes, okay, get 1 mark. The cholesterol, okay, also have the cholesterol, the glycolipid, the glycoprotein, okay, and the phospholipid. Okay, that means the main structure, phospholipid, the protein, the other component, glycoprotein, glycolipids is for okay, given mark for level. Okay. Okay. So we have Form 3 and Form 1 student also. Wah. So study biology STPM. Good effort Syam Nurin and also Hero. For Hero Form 1. Okay. Okay, let's see what we say the explanation, okay, the description, describe. Okay, let's see what can you describe the structure? Yeah, so describe the structure. So describe the all structure that you have drawn before. Okay, the protein. Okay, the protein. I said the 3 type of protein. Yeah. Okay, protein, the phospholipid, the cholesterol, the glycolipid, and also the glycoprotein. Okay, so all structure needs you to describe. Okay, so 4 marks for the diagram, another marks for the description of the structure. Okay, so remember the first thing is to give the single model description. Okay, what description of single model? The fluid mosaic model. Okay, so the fluid mosaic model. Okay, so this is what about the model. The fluid mosaic model consists of fluid bilayer of phospholipid molecule in which the proteins are blended. Okay, so that's the phospholipid. That means for fluid. How about the mosaic pattern? Okay, so mosaic it show the mosaic pattern is due to the scattered protein molecule. Okay, and then go on to the phospholipid. Okay, so the phospholipid you must describe the phosphate amphoteric, the hydrophilic head on the outside layer, the hydrophobic tail inside layer, and then molecules of lipid are free to rotate laterally. Okay, and then you describe about the cholesterol. Okay, between the lipid molecules. Okay, must state describe the structure between the lipid molecule and then later about the function. Okay, and then the protein. Okay, proteins are firmly bound. Okay, extrinsic not bended. Okay, membrane protein amphoteric. Okay, and the amphoteric show that their hydrophilic region facing cytoplasm, the hydrophobic region trapped with fatty acid tails. Okay, and this one. Yeah, okay, so whatever the description about the structure, okay, describe the structure, and you can see also the little function, but the main idea is describe the structure. Okay, so there are more facts. Okay, the mark given will give 11 only, because for the diagram is 4 marks. Okay, other example, yeah, when the differentiate in the essay question. Okay, for what we said, the leaf anatomy of C3 and C4 plant. When differentiate, remember must have the words of differentiate. Okay, so you can write in the statement. Okay, I only show because I think we have another 10 minutes. Okay, and the statement but must be in the same idea. Okay, and you can also write like this, and don't use table form. Okay, mostly students they use the table form. Okay, so what we all said, this essay type question, so must write in essay. Okay, why use table form? Okay, it's not making notes, whatever. Okay, you can write like this also. Okay, one paragraph is about C3 plant, another paragraph for C4 plant, but don't cite it. Okay, writing in paragraph, but you missing this one, but while then, okay, missing the word of differences. So differentiate must have the word different Okay, differentiate. So must be there. If not, you get 0 marks. Wow, 0 marks. So you will zoom out, cry for 0 marks. Okay. Okay. Okay, this one is for the last. Yeah. The question about the photosynthesis. Okay, so actually for essay question, they also have statement. So whatever, you must read the statement first. Okay, sometimes the statement relates to the question. Okay, okay, this statement only introduction. Okay, the question is explain how. That means how, explain about the process. Okay, photosynthesis convert CO2, okay, from the atmosphere into a carbohydrate molecule. Okay, so 10 marks. Okay, so this is the idea. Okay, if you see the red one, okay, red term. Okay, why I use red term to show you about, you can use the simple form for RUBP. Okay, RUBP is for what? Ribulosa biphosphate. Okay, you can use RUBP because this one is accepted. Okay, you can see in the Campbell book, whatever, they use the simple form. Okay, so RUBP can be used. Another one, Rubisco, also can be used. Okay, because Rubisco is the simple form for RUBP carboxylase. Okay. And then another substrate. Okay, sometimes in different books they also say about 3-phosphoglycerate. Okay, so the 3-phosphoglycerate is saying like glycerate 3-phosphate. Okay, it's up to you. You want to use other whatever term. Okay, so it will be accepted in the exam. Okay, so you can also use the simple form PGA. Okay, only in essay. Okay, but Rubisco can use in structure question. Okay, PGA, this is only for essay question. RUBP also. Okay, and ATP also we can use in symbol. Okay, so NADPH also can use the in symbol. Okay, so another important point is for NADPH, when we use NADPH, if the convert, we cannot use the word convert for the term of what we say energy molecule. Okay, so because NADPH is energy form, ATP also whatever, you can use either is oxidized or is reduced. Okay, for this answer, NADPH is oxidized to NADP plus. Okay, converted you can use for the substrate. Okay, substrate that chain from one substrate to one substrate. Okay, you can use the word converted. Okay, but if they has the process, we cannot use the converted. Okay, like this, carbon dioxide is fixed to RUBP. Okay, because the process is carbon fixation. Okay, so I hope this a little about tips. Okay, maybe there are other more tips. Okay, because 1 hour enough for this tip. Okay. Okay, so in comment whatever you want to add. Okay, let's see. So you can get CJ for the this class. Okay, so teacher paste the CJ for you. Ni pula tu ni. Okay, so copy link. Okay, any question? Any question to ask about the tips? You want to? Okay. Okay, so there are links e-didik Okay, so for the access code, okay class, the access code, #kelas Ayu didik. Okay, teacher say #kelas Ayu e-didik. Okay, #kelas Ayu e-didik. Okay, big letter semuanya huruf besar, kelas Ayu e-didik. Okay, so if no comment, whatever. Okay kelas, terima kasih. Alhamdulillah dah selesai kelas kita pada malam ini. Okay, tahniah diucapkan pada semua yang setia bersama cikgu. Okay, kita kelas malam ini. Okay, sebelum tamat sesi, cikgu harap mohon tutup ruangan chat, klik butang subscribe ke teacher. Okay. Sekiranya anda suka apa yang dipelajari hari ini, boleh share dengan rakan-rakan, okay, boleh sebarkan, okay, dan nanti you akan terus dapat notification daripada kelas-kelas seterusnya. Okay, so link saja sudah diberi. Okay, gunakan email e-didik saja dan kesalahan memasukkan email tidak akan dilayan. So dia punya code access, okay, code access cikgu ulang lagi sekali, kelas Ayu e-didik. Okay, hanya boleh digunakan dalam tempoh 30 minit saja. Okay, terima kasih sudah semua, anak-anak Najwa semua ada kat situ, student, Siti Nur Akmal. Okay, thank you. The good explanation teacher. Okay, thank you all. Okay, kelas seterusnya untuk biologi Prayu pada hari Ahad kalau ikutnya kelas yang tetap adalah pada hari Ahad 3.30 petang minggu depan 17 hari bulan 1 bersama dengan cikgu Faizah. Okay, jangan lupa dapatkan jadual terkini untuk slot tuition Ayu di portal academyyoutuber.com dan anda juga boleh dapatkan info terkini dan bantu cikgu untuk sebarkan kelas tuition percuma ini kepada rakan-rakan dan guru seluruh Malaysia. So usaha ini adalah hasil gabungan guru-guru seluruh Malaysia, okay, untuk semua pelajar semua seluruh negara, terutama menghadapi saat-saat genting COVID-19 sekarang ni masuk musim PKP, whatever ni. Semoga kita mendapat manfaat dari kelas yang dijalankan. Ingat #bermula percuma selamanya percuma. Okay, terima kasih kelas. Okay, jumpa lagi. Bye. Okay.
Dibawakan kepada anda oleh Akademi YouTuber.